We're live from the Lord Bagnall. We're celebrating excellence this morning. We've lots of great stories in the room for you between now and 12 o'clock. Philip McDonald is here from Detail Menswear. Sarah Collins is with me from Lawlor's Furniture and Flooring. And Sarah, I'll start with you because Lawlor's won Best Online Presence Award. And I was staggered when I logged on before the award ceremony, just checking some of the figures and seeing the interaction you have, whether it's on Instagram or on Facebook, on your website. You have a really good setup and you're very connected to your customers.
Yeah, thank you for having us here today, Eimear. Yeah, well, look, the changing trends in retail, people are really kind of these days looking for like a kind of an omni-channel approach to retail, I think. People kind of expect to not only be able to walk into a store and touch and feel products, but then they also like to be able to shop at home and just really kind of, really know what they're buying. And so for us at Lawlor's, we make a really big effort to kind of make that really good connection with our customers. Really kind of building our brand awareness, making sure that they kind of know the people behind the brand, not only just the products we sell, the type of services we offer, but also the people who kind of are there every day to offer their expertise. Because Lawlor's has been in business for a short period of time now, about 6 years. But in those short 6 years, the business has really gone from strength to strength, starting from just being a flooring business and then moving into furniture and just offering, everything now from, custom-made Irish sofas to, everything from, beautiful Irish scatterbox cushions. So, we really noticed people during COVID times kind of really gravitating towards kind of shopping local and, really kind of looking for Irish businesses, Irish brands and things kind of made locally. And, that's really important to our customers.
And I think sustainability and the conscience that a lot of us have when it comes to shopping now, it's benefiting the local market because we're thinking about where we're spending. We don't want, to have products travelling too far either. And the fact that they can interact with you if anything goes wrong sometimes, or if it's an issue with sizing or whatever, that you're available on the ground all the time, that we know where to find you.
Yeah, well, that's it. We're located there in Cullen, and, people can pop in, they can chat with us, they can talk us through, for instance, if they want to, change up their sitting room, for instance, they can come in and really kind of just have that chat, kind of sit down and talk to our team, tell them exactly what they want, and then our team will help them kind of put that vision into reality. And really having that customer service and that, that local kind of knowledge and that local, somewhere to go in and visit locally, it's very important to customers. And we really see that trend kind of moving that way.
It's testament to your hard work that you're only 6 years on the go because you do seem a lot more established. It's hard to believe it's only been 6 years, and from those humble beginnings, family flooring business, what you're describing to me now is interiors, and it's interior expertise and excellence.
Well, that's it. And I think when people come into our showroom in Cullen, they kind of, they expect to kind of to be inspired. And that's what we want. That's what we want to do. We want to inspire people. We want people to come in and really kind of visualize what their homes could look like and really listen to what they want. And, although we won the best online presence, that having all that content on social media and having an excellent website that people feel confident using, having that local customer service, having that local kind of place where people can go and kind of, like I said, touch and feel the products is very important too.
Well done. For the last day or so, Philip McDonald, I've been hearing all sorts. The KCLR text line is brilliant for a story. Now, I can't read them all out on air, but just about how your staff know every man's size, whether it's the trousers, the shirts, the jackets, the blazers. Even the Cathaoirleach walked into the studio yesterday, Brian O'Donoghue, and he was looking very suave. And I said, "Is that a Detail Menswear jacket?" He said, "It is, Eimear."
Well, I suppose knowing your customer is very important. I'll give you a great example. We had an online order come in, and I just recognised the name, and then I twigged the size that the person had put down for themselves. And I said, "No, that's not going to work." So I actually called the person, And it turned out that I was right, and I sent out the size smaller.
Right.
No, it's actually bigger.
See, you're so diplomatic, but you meet your customers. So we'd say if someone hasn't been in a while, you would maybe clock them on Tullow Street, and then when they come in looking for something, you'll know if their size has changed because you have that eye for tailoring. You know what you're looking at.
We do have the eye for tailoring, and I suppose the creepy one is when you know their shoe size. That really, really throws them all together. But
Because you remember the regular people, what their
absolutely
order is almost.
Yeah. The people are very, very set in their ways at times. But we try to push the boundaries with people as well. And it's interesting that the majority, I suppose, 80% of our customers are women, and buying for boyfriends, husbands, partners, whatever it is. And they tend to be a little bit more open to pushing the envelope a little bit with regards to fashion, and definitely pushing their man into something a little bit more progressive, let's say.
That's really interesting that 80% of the customers are women. So they're obviously buying for the men in their lives.
Absolutely, yeah. And I don't know where that comes from. I suppose there was a tradition years ago that mothers provided for husbands and kids and all of that. And I suppose it's continuing a little bit.
We like to dress our men sometimes.
We do like to dress our men.
Well, I'm looking at your socks. You knew I was going to ask you about these.
You always ask me about the socks.
So today you got a very special pair out.
Yeah, I got out the horses and jockeys for Willie Mullen's country, so that's what we did today.
You sure did. And for Hewick, our great horse who paid a visit to Loughlin Bridge recently. Tell me about the team that you have, Philip, because people might underestimate and think there's only a couple of you in there, but you have an incredible team. You're on High Street in Kilkenny, you're at Potato Market in Carlow.
Yeah, it's myself and Carl, like when we won the award, like we're just so proud of the team. It's these guys that push it every single day, and I think like we did a draw for the World Cup last night, and there was 16 names in the pot, and a couple of them didn't get involved or whatever, but I think we've over 20 between full-time and part-time at the moment.
That's something else. And again, family business as well. I know you had a very proud tradition from generation to generation in detail menswear. You learnt your trade.
Yeah, I learned a trade through my dad, Tom. My dad was on Tullow Street for all his life, really. He went in there in 1957, I think it was, as a trainee. And he did his time on Tullow Street and then went on to America and did some training in America, and then came back and bought Max in 1976, I think it was. So from that then we developed and bought Potato Market. We're actually there 34 years, so we kind of trumped Bhraonáin there by just 1 year, but we're actually the oldest business on Tullow Street. Or not on Tullow Street, on Potato Market.
That's amazing, because we've seen lots of businesses come and go. You've been there for over 3 decades, and a really crucial premises as well, because Marcus was talking to us about his premises on Tullow Street, and you similarly on that corner. I know you have the Exchange beside you now, but I mean, it's fantastic to see your window so bright, even during COVID, open, as in the window bright, everything available there for people, and for people to see what's going on, to have a business that's vibrant.
Yeah, it's for us, I suppose, with the changing of the demographics within the town, we kind of got lucky where we are positioned now, that we're probably front and center. We're very proud of the building. It really is a landmark building on Potato Market, and to have the Exchange there beside us now is just fantastic, absolutely brilliant.
That's great. Well, can I say thank you to you at Detail as well, because I believe you can almost single-handedly, Philip, Detail, take credit for making the men in Carlow a lot more stylish. Because I see them now, they have pushed the boundaries out. They're wearing the different coloured trousers. They have the gorgeous, like your ensemble here, your jumper underneath your blazer, and you've just done such a good job.
Yeah, it's just, I suppose it's like everything. We're always looking forward. We're always going to trade fairs. We're always seeing what the next trend is. Like, if you can imagine, like, we're now looking for next Christmas. We're already in that mode of buying for next Christmas. So we're always chasing it and always being progressive with it, you know.
Who would you most like to dress? I was watching Ronaldo's interview with Piers Morgan last night. He's a stylish man, but who would you most like to dress if you could dress a celeb?
definitely Marty Morrissey.
Marty Morrissey. Well, we could arrange that. Listen, thank you so much, Philip, from Detail. Thanks a million and well done on your award. Retailer of the Year, folks, at the Carlow Business Awards. And also thank you very much, Sarah Collins, for winning Best Online Presence for Lawlor's Furniture and Flooring. We'll give them a round of applause.